Hi everyone, welcome. I'm your host Sindhu Manoj here on Nila Mystic TV. Light Keys Wellness System is an energetic healing modality that consists of high vibrational keys, frequencies, processes, protocols, and procedures that helps to heal one's body, life, and being. Light Keys Wellness System was channeled by Nirmala Raju, fondly known as Nila. It was given to her by Mother Mira Alfasa. And now a lot more light beings are making contribution to the system. Ever since the time of its introduction in 2019, Light Keys Wellness System is creating magic and miracles in the lives of people in over 104 countries. To know more about Light Keys Wellness System, please visit their website, infinitehealing.co.uk. So today we have a guest joining in from Amchi, Mumbai. Ekta Saran is an corporate head who also found her passion in energetic healing. She has learned several modalities in the past 14 years. And she says each of the modality contributed very uniquely to her and more so with Light Key Wellness System. Ekta lives with her in-laws, her husband, and her teenage daughter, who has many favorite tools into Light Key Wellness System that she uses very, very frequently. Now let's welcome Ekta and get to know more. Hi, Ekta. Good afternoon and welcome.
Thank you so much, Sindhu. I am so happy to be here on this show with you. And that is such a beautiful and kind introduction.
Thank you so much. Thank you for accepting to have the interview with me. And I'm so happy to be interviewing today. So shall we get started? Let's see what magic unfolds today.
Definitely. Let's see what magic we can create together.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to this. Now, we already have Ekta in front of us. So how has this Ekta changed before being a healer to now after being a healer?
You should ask my husband that, he will have a lot of stories to tell you.
Sure.
But on a more serious note, I just want to say that being a healer or becoming a healer does not mean that you're perfect. I'm not perfect. I always say that I'm work in progress, constantly learning. I'm changing, I'm growing, and I'm evolving. So for me, it's like a level of a game. Okay, I've reached here. Okay, now what's next? So for me, becoming a healer or before healer to after healer, the way I would like to tell you or answer this is I have a very favorite author, Murakami. And in his book, he says, what happens when people open their hearts? Then he goes on to say, they become better. So I'd like to say I've become better. I've become a better human being. I'm much more patient. I'm compassionate. There's so much kindness. And first of all of this for myself first, because being kind and loving to myself, and then sharing it out with everyone who can receive it. So the way I see it is that my heart is opened after becoming a healer. I'm more open to love, to nurture, to care, to love. So that's how I've been.
Isn't that amazing? It's brilliant what you just said. So much more transformations in you, Ekta. Awesome. I'm so happy and glad to have met you. Now,
thank you. Thank you.
So tell us, how did your journey from being a corporate head, continuing to be a corporate head, and shifting also picking up energetic healing begin? And why did it begin? Are you happy with this choice?
Definitely very excited and very happy about my choice. I believe that the universe brings to you what you need at the perfect moment. So this is when my baby was about 4 to 5 months old, and she would cry in deep pain. And I would often wonder, like, what can I do as a mother to understand what she's going through? Like, of course, there's doctors and there's medicines, but I always knew there's something beyond that I could do to help her. Just around that time, my nani, she used to live in Ahmedabad, and she was unwell. So my masi asked us to visit her and, see her, because she was on the bed for a week and her body was completely bloated. She couldn't move from the bed at all. That night, we had a very kind neighbor come in and offer a Reiki session to her. Believe me, Sindhu, the next morning her body was normal and she was able to go to the washroom just on her own. This made me super curious. I was amazed at the miracle I had just witnessed. But being so logical, I was like, how does it work? How could this happen? And that's when, I started researching a lot more. I started reading a lot of books on Reiki. And one day I was browsing through the newspaper and I saw Learn Reiki. And I know there are no coincidences, right? There is a sign from the universe. And this was my sign to get into the healing modalities. And there's been no stopping after that.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, that's a huge shift. Wow, that's amazing. I like the way you said that there are no mistakes. It's only a sign from the universe. Brilliant. I love what you said there. Now, you have already hinted me what my next question is going to be. You had a logical bend of mind. You had a scientific bend of mind. So how did you create the space for something as illogical and as no rational thing such as energetic healing?
Yeah, you're right. I am very logical. So, like I mentioned, Sindhu, I read a lot of books, right? For me, reading books gives me a lot of insights into the what's and hows, and it answered my curious bent of mind. Uh, More than that, I practiced a lot on myself. The self transformation I saw, the healing I saw of myself, that is when I was like, wow, I don't need to question how this energy works. I just need to be in allowance of this energy to work and just receive whatever this energy is willing to give me. So now I no longer question how does this work. I practice it on myself, I see the results, and that's when I share it with the world. Or actually, you know what, when I practice it, people see there's something different about me and they ask me, what have you been doing? So that's how I've now created a space for myself and for others as well.
Oh, yes. I think what we have to do also in life to be surprised every day is we have to give scope for the unknown to play a part, right? There are many things that the human brain cannot perceive, that many things that the human brain cannot even understand. So why waste your time trying to understand them? Might as well give them a chance, get a benefit of doubt that yes, there's some magic, there's some miracle, like the way they showed in Disney movies in our childhoods and experience that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love the way you say there's magical miracles, just like in Disney movies. I love watching Disney movies.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay, so does emotional outbursts trouble you now? How do you deal with emotional outbursts after getting into Light Keys wellness system?
Wow. Okay. So emotional outbursts, I feel happen when it's a suppressed form of expression, right? When you suppress your feelings and your emotions, at one point there's going to be an outburst. Okay. So with light key wellness systems, one very good practice that I've been doing is I've been drawing the light keys every single day. The other thing that I practice is I journal very often. So my emotions, I journal them down. I wouldn't say emotional outbursts don't happen, and I think it's healthy that it happens. But now at least I know how to cope with it, and now I don't make myself wrong about it. Earlier it used to be, how could you get so angry, or how could you get so upset? Now I'm just in allowance of it. It's anger, fine. There's something behind this anger. Let's see what it is. So yeah, that's something that has really changed a lot for me.
Wow, I journal as well, and I see the magic what the journaling creates. Your head is
Yes.
a lot more without rut, if I can
Yes.
say that. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. This journaling is something that I think almost many successful people do. And if everybody imbibes it, the world is going to be a lot more different place than we have, right? Ooh, I would love to see that change.
Wow. Let's ask for it.
Yes,
Let's ask for the change. Yeah.
right. Now, problems are not new in anybody's life, correct? How has your approach to problems differed before light keys or before healing and after healing?
That's a very interesting question, Sindhu. One of my first jobs, my first lesson was my boss told me, Ekta, every problem has a solution. So if you come to me with a problem, come to me with a solution. What happened was this made me think, okay, I have to solve every problem that exists, right? I started looking to solve problems, right? Now, of course, with years of experience and Light Keys wellness system, I look at problems in a very different way. I think problems give us lessons, they give us opportunities. They give us opportunities to think out of the box, think how we can do things differently. Uh, of course, it also gives us an opportunity to ask for help, which I would have never done earlier, right? And I think in our culture, or in most people, feel that, asking for help is a sign of weakness. But now I think of it very differently. So I feel that's how my perspective on problems has shifted. I no longer need to only be the person who's going to find a solution. I can ask people for help. I can ask universe to show me the guidance. And of course, I can trust that I will be guided. I have the knowledge and I have the tools to handle the problem that's coming my way, or maybe something else shows up completely differently in my universe. The problem may not go away, but maybe some other solution pops up. So that's how I look at problems.
I absolutely love every word of what you said now. Yeah, this is really something that is, I think, deep rooted in our culture, that asking for help is a sign of weakness, while it isn't. And I love that perspective that you mentioned. It When you ask for help, it is you are seeking the other person's opinion and pulling in more ideas to make the solution or the uh, approach even better, right?
Yes.
And if you don't have anybody else, you have universe. Ask and you shall receive. Wow.
Love that.
I love that. Okay. We have a lot of tools in LKWS, right? Now, do you practice daily, and do you have some favorite tools that you go to?
Yes, I practice daily. From the moment I wake up in the morning to the time I go to bed, I'm using light keys and frequencies. So I begin my morning with sending waves of kindness to myself, my family, my co-workers, anyone else who pops up at that moment in my awareness, and even to planet Earth. That's how I begin my day. The next thing that I do, like it already mentioned, that I do a lot of journaling and drawing the light keys. So that's a routine. I sit with my cup of tea and I will sit with my coloring book and my colors and draw the light keys. Vortex of light meditation is something that I use on a daily basis. This is how I start off my morning. Then, of course, through the day, whatever shows up, I feel that I need to use something, I'll use. I feel like Nila has gifted us this, magical toolbox, and every situation has the right tool. I just go ahead and pick and play and see what shows up and what opens up in my universe. Another favorite of mine is Light Matrix Clear Cancel Transmute, because when I think something negative or when I'm not liking what's going on in my head, I can now just erase it, right? With Light Matrix Clear Cancel Transmute and Light Matrix Instant Light and Lightness. So these are some of my favorite tools.
Wow, that's a very concise list. Thank you for sharing. But then, How much time do you spend for this practice?
Wow, I love that because uh, I don't think I need to spend extra time for the practice, right? I think Light Keys Wellness System, the beauty of the whole system is it is super easy, it is quick, and it is amazingly effective, right? So the way I do is I integrate it in my day. I don't see it as, oh, I have to spend hours and hours. And actually, Light Keys Wellness System doesn't require you to spend hours and hours. So I just integrate it in my day. And that's how I practice my tools.
So there's no specific need to set aside a time and do, correct? You can keep doing everything that you're doing through the day and then keep
Yeah.
calling in frequencies and yeah. Oh, nice. Thank you for sharing that. And I love the fact that you send kindness to the planet Earth, which is so crucial. Oh, thank you. Thank you for your efforts already. And light matrix, clear, cancel, transmute, guys. Light matrix, instill light, lightness, and laughter. These are two tools. You can keep them handy anytime to shift anything that is not happy and which is icky gicky. Okay, brilliant. Now, I'm sure you would have used these Light Keys Wellness System on your on people other than your family, immediate family and friends, right? So among those people, what is a remarkable shift that you noticed?
I have such amazing examples, right? But I'm going to structure my answer because, I feel Light Keys Wellness System heals, transforms, and empowers people. So I'm going to give you an example for each of them. I have many, but just for the purpose of the interview, I'm going to keep it short. So when I talk about heal, my favorite protocol to go to is the Joyous Body Protocol. I have seen such amazing results with that protocol. Like, I feel it gives the person what it requires, what the body requires. So, some people report high energy, some people report they slept really well. I've had one client who had gallbladder stones, and her stones dissolved over a period of, we did 2 sessions of 11 days. And over that period, her gallbladder stones dissolved, her hyperacidity, eased. So I just feel like each person receives differently, but I'm just amazed with Joyous Body Protocol. In fact, during the COVID time, I was receiving a lot of requests for healing. And these were the two tools that I used during that time. One was Joyous Body Protocol. The second was Nila's YouTube video on clearing viruses. So I would recommend them to play this in the background and I would run the Joyous Body Protocol. So we've had some amazing results from that as well. The second example that I want to talk about is transformation. So I work with a client on I act as a mentor and coach, and a young professional, really brilliant at her work, but huge belief that I am not good enough. Therefore, I will not succeed. Therefore, I will not grow. And what we did was we did some belief clearing work with her, some joyous body sessions, and also offered her some blessings. And I would say within a matter of months, not only was she promoted, but she was recognized by her organization as a young achiever. So I feel, sometimes we create limitations, we create beliefs and limitations that block us from achieving our potential. And Light Key Wellness System actually helps you break through that and see the potency that you truly are. So this is the example that I want to share about transformation. The third example that I thought of bringing here was of empowerment, right? So I had a class participant who attended how to become a crowd puller and tools to 10 tools to becoming a people magnet. And she was pursuing her doctorate, her PhD. She was working very hard on the thesis, but it was taking her longer than the rest of her colleagues. And some reason or the other, she just wasn't able to give it her best. We did some clearings in the how to become a crowd puller class. Even after that, we had some sessions. She diligently practiced the tools of people magnet, and I made a light grid for her. with her intention, with the specific month mentioned in it. And within 2 months of this work that we did, she completely, like, she went on like a fast track with her thesis. She got her quick date for vivas, and she was declared a doctor. I feel like the universe aligned itself to make it happen. But what we must not forget is the effort that she has put in into changing her own belief and feeling empowered enough to handle this on her own. So I feel like Light Keys Wellness System is really a beautiful system that offers you different tools, frequencies, and protocols that you can use to heal, transform, and empower.
Wow, those are brilliant examples. Ekta. Truly, truly brilliant. What transformations. And I love how you captioned it, right? To heal, to transform, and to empower. Oh, wow. I would love to soak that in. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you for sharing it so beautifully that it becomes so easy. Now, these examples, of course, they are great examples of how light keys can bring a change. And it also tells us one more hidden thing that, no matter how logical you are, no matter how scientific bent you are, there is an unknown force working for you, working with you, and working to help you achieve things. Wow. I love that. I truly love that.
Absolutely.
Okay, now are you ready for some quick action?
Sure, why not?
Okay, now this is a round of Jaldi Fight. Okay, I'm going to ask you quick 5 questions. Whatever comes to your mind immediately, you have to say no pause. Okay,
Okay.
brilliant. So all the doors have a lock and a key. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, which key opens all doors?
The kindness key.
Okay. And how do you erase a negative thought, emotion?
Light matrix clear cancel transmute this.
Wonderful. From the starting of the interview, I've been noticing that your face is glowing. So, is it love?
Oh, yes, it is love. Love with the Light Key Wellness Systems, Star Glow Facial. So I haven't been to a parlor for 2 years. I've been using Star Glow Facial. So yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah, thank you.
What's your view about fear?
Your greatest power, your greatest potential lies beyond the fear.
Wow, डर के आगे जीत है.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, and the last one here. What is your superpower?
Wow. My superpower is I am joy, I be joy, and I create joy wherever I am. That's my superpower.
I completely acknowledge that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, now the next set of quick questions, okay? But these are more like rapid fire. So I'm going to give you one word and you're going to come out with a word or max a phrase. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Brilliant. Fear.
Your greatest potential.
Joy.
Oh my God. Your purpose in life.
Money.
Follows joy.
Wow. Family.
It's everything.
Healing.
Harmony.
Okay. Excitement.
Childlike.
Stubbornness.
Determination.
Problems.
Solutions. Actually, I changed that answer. Opportunities.
Oh, I like that. Life.
Love.
Challenges.
Lessons.
Okay. And what's love?
Caring.
Okay. Kindness.
Superpower, my strength.
Motherhood.
Nurturing,
Forgiveness.
healing.
Flowers.
Wow, abundance.
Okay. Beauty.
Nature,
Okay. Mountains.
strength.
Kids.
Adorable. Fun.
Yes, truly. Laughter.
The best medicine.
I was thinking the same thing when I was going to ask you. You just read my mind. Brilliant. Dream.
Believe.
And we are done.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you for the Sharbat with Sindhu. I really enjoyed that round.
Brilliant. So, Ekta, I'm sure many people are going to reach out to you after this interview. How can they reach out to Ekta?
So they can write into me on my email ID, that is saran.ekta@gmail.com. They can also check out my website, angelek.in. It's ANGELEK.in.
Wow, brilliant. Thank
They
you
can
so
find
much.
me on Infinite Healing website as well.
Yes, many are going to reach out to you. Okay, thank you so much, Ekta, for your time, for your patience, and for this wonderful interview. I truly had the joy that I was really looking for since morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sindhu, for having me here. I had an absolutely amazing time, and thank you for being patient, for being kind, and you were super amazing at this. I also want to thank Nila and the Infinite Healing team.
Yes,
I think it's really a great opportunity for me to be here. So thank you, everyone.
yes. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.